What is the most wondrous thing in the universe? Yes, it's space. Its gigantism baffles us. We don't even know where's the end of it, what lies beyond it. Naturally, every new discovery in space mesmerizes us. J1407b is such a newly discovered planet which looks jaw-droppingly wonderful. If you like Saturn for its ring, you'll love J1407b. Why? Want to know more? Well, hang tight till the end, as in this video, we are going to talk about the discovery of planet J1407b. Welcome to the Space Discoveries. Subscribe to the channel for every single detail about the new discoveries and the vastness of the space. Also, do not forget to hit that bell icon for new updates. That being said, let's begin. Saturn is the sixth planet from the Sun and our solar system's second largest planet. Saturn, like Jupiter, is a gigantic bowl primarily formed of hydrogen and helium. Saturn is unique in that it is surrounded by a ring of tiny solid particles. It is known as Saturn's rings. The circumference of these rings is 282,000 kilometers. The planet's disks are mostly made up of small rock particles and dust. Although Saturn is not the only planet with rings, which are formed of ice and rock pieces, none are as magnificent as Saturn's. As a gaseous colossus, Saturn is devoid of a real surface. Deep beneath the surface of Saturn, there are largely spinning gases and liquids, and a spacecraft would have no place to land. It would also be unable to fly through it. The planet's tremendous pressures and temperatures would crush, melt, and vaporize any spacecraft attempting to fly into it. But why am I bringing up Saturn so much? Because scientists have discovered that Saturn isn't the only planet with a spectacular ring system. J1407b is the name of a planet. That's a gigantic ring system on a gas giant. The planet is home to one of the galaxy's largest ring systems. For obvious reasons, it can be referred to as the Lord of the Rings. This gas giant has roughly 37 rings with a diameter of 120 million kilometers, making it more than 200 times the size of Saturn's rings. The Sun's distance from Earth is only 148 million kilometers, making its rings roughly the same size as the distance between Earth and the Sun. Unfortunately, we are 460 light-years distant from this planet. As a result, visiting this planet in the near future is almost impossible, even if we travel at the speed of light, which is the universe's fastest possible speed. This planet will take 460 years to visit. However, it would be incredible to view the massive rings with our own eyes. If we replace Saturn's rings with those of this planet, the rings could be seen with the naked eye from Earth. Isn't that an incredible view? They will also appear to be 100 times larger than a full moon. Because the majority of the Earth is made up of gaseous materials, you are unable to land or walk on the planet's surface. However, simply seeing a planet with such massive rings would be incredible. J1407b has been classified as a planet by scientists. However, it could be halfway between a planet and a star. This giant can be classified as a brown dwarf due to its massive size. Brown dwarfs are objects that are between the size of a gas giant planet like Jupiter and the size of a tiny star. It is feared that this planet will not always be this way, implying that the rings may not last long. The planet's rings could be turned into moons. The 82 moons of Saturn are similar. J1407b is thought to be a younger planet than Saturn, according to scientists. Saturn is 4.5 billion years old, while our planet is only 16 million years old. It's also now thought that Saturn and Jupiter had massive rings in their early days. These rings may have evolved into their moons in the long term. How did scientists come across this incredible planet? To begin, you must understand the mechanism for discovering exoplanets, or planets outside our solar system. The transit method is used to detect the majority of exoplanets. A transit occurs when a planet passes in front of its star. When a planet passes in front of a star, it blocks a little portion of the star's light. When the planet passes in front of a star, it dims its brightness slightly. During a transit, astronomers can see how the brightness of the star varies. This will assist them in determining the size of the planet. Astronomers can figure out how far away a planet is from its star by looking at the duration between transits. This reveals something about the temperature of the planet. If a planet is at the correct temperature, liquid water, an essential component of life, may exist. Returning to Super Saturn, the finding of the massive rings was entirely by chance. The planet was discovered by the University of Rochester in Rochester, New York, in 2012. Mark Pica was studying data from the Super WASP exoplanet search in 2011. He was more interested in stars than planets, but the Super WASP archive included information on both, especially the rotation speeds of young stars. Except for one, all of the stars appeared to be unimpressive. He saw that the star's brightness was waxing and waning in an unusual way. He was quite aware that he had discovered something unusual. Instead of dimming modestly for a few hours, as would occur if a planet passed in front of the star, this star had been flickering for almost 2 months, dimming, brightening, then fading again. At first, he assumed he was merely staring at the camera's noise. However, the information was crystal obvious. "It's one of the most gorgeous data sets he's ever seen," he said. The astronomers immediately realized they were looking at a ring system passing in front of a star. However, for the rings to last 2 months, they would have to be enormous, far larger than any previously seen. The team put forth a lot of effort to see if there was another reason for the stars fading. In 2012, they announced the finding of J1407b, an extrasolar planet situated around 460 light-years from Earth in the constellation Centaurus after a year of research. The immense size of J1407b's rings, which are nearly 640 times the extent of Saturn's rings, is well known. The planet is thought to be the first exoplanet with a ring system. J1407b has an eccentric oval orbit around its parent star, 1S WASP J140747.93-394542.6, also known as V1400 Centauri, which could disrupt J1407b's own ring system. Kepler 452b is the host star of the newly discovered J1407b planet. To know more about a planet, it's important to learn about the host star. Kepler 452b's size in comparison to Earth's. Though mass predictions for exoplanets are only rough approximations, Kepler 452b has a probable mass 5 times that of Earth, and its surface gravity is nearly twice that of Earth. Because of its large mass and density, it is most likely a super-Earth with many active volcanoes if it is a terrestrial planet. As seen from space, the planet's clouds would be dense and hazy, covering much of the surface. It takes 385 Earth days for the planet to orbit its star. It has a radius half that of Earth and is located within its parent star's conservative habitable zone. Its equilibrium temperature is 265 K, 8 degrees Celsius, which is somewhat warmer than Earth's. Kepler 452b is not known to be a rocky planet. However, based on its narrow radius, it is most likely rocky. It revolves around a G2V-type star similar to the Sun, but 20% brighter and with almost the same temperature and mass. The star is about 6.5 billion years old, roughly 1.9 billion years older than the Sun. Kepler 452b is expected to have a mass of 5 solar mass, allowing it to hold on to any oceans it may have for a longer period of time. This could extend the habitable zone beyond Kepler 452b's orbit for another 5 to 900 million years. As a result of enhanced volcanic activity, the carbonate-silicate cycle would be buffering, extending its duration. However, no matter having a super-Earth-like host star, the newly discovered planet J1407b is almost unreachable and totally inhabitable. Probably you would remember this planet due to its colossal photogenic ring, which will never cease to fascinate us, and as a planet with the biggest ring configuration, ain't it? Well, that's it for today's episode. Let us know in the comments box, what do you think about this planet? Also, if you want to get more informative videos like this, subscribe to this channel and smash the notification bell to ensure you don't miss out on new updates. We will see you in the next one.